Hey everyone, if this is your first talk with us, then welcome to the Product Marketing Festival. And for those of you that have already been tuning in, welcome back. We hope you will or have been enjoying what's going on, and we just want to take the opportunity to say thanks to all the sponsors and partners. And if you're not already signed up, don't forget to check out the Slack channel for lots more product marketing resources and discussion. Enjoy the talk.
Your customers are your best spokespeople, so you want to make sure your prospects hear what they have to say. After all, trusted endorsements can drive faster sales cycles and boost marketing conversions, which helps you unlock faster growth. But when it comes to going on the record, even your best customers can go silent, and who can blame them? Partnering on case studies is time-consuming, and it's painful to work through the legal approvals often required. Luckily, there's another way. With Tech Validate by SurveyMonkey, you can easily capture feedback from satisfied customers and transform it into powerful content, like verified case studies, testimonials, and reviews. Want charts that show ROI, cost savings, or competitive differentiation? You got it. With our platform, you'll quickly build an arsenal of highly targeted social proof points, segmented by industry, company size, or buyer persona. You'll get the tools to easily deploy your new customer evidence into top marketing channels and put it in front of your sales team to share with prospects. Plus, there's no need to wait for legal for approvals. With Tech Validate, your customers can opt to share their name or provide testimonials anonymously, with all customer evidence validated by a trusted third party. That's why hundreds of companies, big and small, use Tech Validate to get social proof at scale. Ready to see how it works? Watch our product tour today.
Hi everyone, and thanks for joining us at PMM Fest. Before this session starts, I just wanted to say a big thank you to all our sponsors, our partners, you, our festival attendees, and all our speakers too, because without all of you guys, none of this could have gone ahead and be the success that it has been. If you've not already checked it out, do check out our AMA site. Lots of our speakers will be heading over there after their sessions to take your questions and give their answers. So yeah, head over to the AMA site. That's all from me today. Enjoy the session.
Hello and welcome to the go-to-market stage. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy. My name is Sarah Dunn and I lead product marketing at SurveyMonkey. Over the next few days, you will be hearing from many talented speakers in product marketing roles at a variety of companies across the country. The nature and scope of product marketing varies across companies, but taking products and services to market is probably one of the most essential responsibilities of a PMM. The way go-to-market is defined can also differ from company to company, but at its core, it's really about identifying a need in the market, partnering with cross-functional teams like product to develop the right solutions, and bringing the products to shelf, so to speak, while making sure that you're reaching the right consumers at the right time with the right message. As product marketers, our job is to understand the market and the behavior and attitudes of our target audience, as well as be the internal champions for the voice of our customers. And market conditions are constantly changing. The world today is nothing like what it used to be even 6 months ago, and no one has a crystal ball on what will make a product successful or not. So how can we get better at understanding the ever-changing market and evolving needs of our customers? At SurveyMonkey, we believe in the tremendous value of feedback to generate insights, make quick decisions, and take the right actions. Our product marketing team leverages surveys and other research tools at every stage of the product lifecycle. During ideation, concept testing, development, product naming, launches, and so on. Customer insights play a critical role in our day-to-day job as we work with our cross-functional partners to develop the right go-to-market strategy and drive growth and innovation for the business. In our session at 1 p.m. on June 14, my team will be sharing how to take products to market with confidence every time. They will talk about how surveys have been instrumental to their responsibilities, including messaging and positioning. And if you're interested in learning more about messaging, which is a discipline on its own, join me for my session, Avoiding the Echo Chamber, How Feedback Leads to More Effective Data-Driven Marketing Messages at the positioning and messaging stage. I hope you enjoy the event and learn a ton from all the great sessions ahead.
Hi, welcome to my talk. Today I'm going to be talking about the intersection of product marketing and developer marketing. I'm Bonnie Pasevich. I'm Senior Product Marketing Manager at Mux. Mux is a video API platform for developers, and feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. So today what I'm going to cover is what developer marketing is, and then where product marketing and developer marketing overlap, and then how the roles of product marketing manager and developer evangelist, how they can work together. So what is developer marketing? Yes, it's marketing to a developer audience, but the term developer marketing also captures the idea of everything that goes into it. So specific products, the role of developer evangelists or advocates, tactics that are specific to this audience, and unique challenges. There's different kinds of software developer products out there, and these are just a few examples of some that are strong in both product marketing and developer marketing. A lot of these companies are now widely known beyond their developer audience. So we all may know Stripe is known for payments, Twilio for telecom, Algolia for search, and at Mux we aspire to be the go-to API for video. Developer tools are a different type of software product. This is software that developers use to get their job done every day. So like GitHub, that's where you update code, get it approved, and push it live. For marketers, something similar might be how you work in Google Docs or Excel. It enables you to get your work done. And then there's open source software. A lot of it lives in GitHub, but there's some with marketing websites, and these are free to use. They provide free frameworks or components that developers need to build out their application. And open source projects can be sponsored by companies. So that might be a strategy that's used in developer marketing to either create or sponsor an open source project. So like any audience, you really need to understand them at a deep level. The messaging they respond to, tone, channels, content formats that they trust. And these challenges are just a couple examples that you might run into. So for messaging, the developer audience doesn't really respond to marketing or business jargon. I know we've probably all seen white papers out there with titles like Turbocharge Your Digital Journey or Transforming the Enterprise. And there's definitely a time and place for these, but the developer audience is not one of them. In tactics, what may work for other audiences, you have to be very conscious that this is an extra tech-savvy audience. They have ad blockers up. I've even seen developers create one-time use email addresses to fill out forms. So something to work around. And content distribution. So the developer community, there's a lot of trust in other developers, and to be able to post content in some of these developer content channels, it can take investment, can be a little difficult, and it can take time to build credibility. So for example, one place is Hacker News, but they have algorithms that try to ensure that the users that post content are genuine users, their content is credible, and that they're frequent users, and that they're not just posting just promotional things, for example. And sales enablement. So what could be challenging with sales enablement is that this audience may avoid interactions with sales. But that doesn't mean that sales enablement just doesn't exist. I I think it just means that they want to get hands-on with the product and assess it themselves, but they still may search out sales enablement tools. So you have to think of ways to surface that content and make it available without having to go through sales. So for example, maybe a pricing calculator on the website. So now that we have a high-level understanding of what developer marketing is, let's talk about where product marketing and developer marketing overlap. First, to give you some context, this is from my own experience at Mux. So we are a Series B company, under 50 employees, and I'm the sole product marketer there. So what I've seen overlaps with product marketing and developer marketing may look pretty different in a couple of years down the road. It can look different, obviously, at a different organization. Teams are set up differently. But yeah, this is just from my own experience. So the first place I want to talk about that overlaps for product marketing and developer marketing is the audience. Both teams need to have a really deep understanding of who their customers and prospects are, and that drives the work that each team will do. Strategic projects like win-loss can also be part of each team. Both roles are encouraged to be close to the customer, so really either team can help contribute to doing the interviews, collecting the data, and doing the analysis. Content. Both teams create a lot of content, but here what each team creates may be pretty distinct in the type of content they create. So for product marketing, you'll probably create the standard customer stories, messaging, blog content, supporting demand generation, doing case studies. And developer marketing, they would work more on technical content. So content that has code samples, talking about more specific tools and languages they're using, and so on. For partner programs, each team would work on different things for a partner program. So similar to content, product marketing will work on joint value propositions, the messaging, work directly with the partner. And developer marketing would do the technical piece where they build the actual product integration with the partner. Events are a really big part of developer marketing. So for me, being at a small company, product marketing has a really big role in events, in event strategy. So determining which events we go to, which is an appropriate audience, what are our goals, help defining those goals, and so on. In developer marketing, the developer evangelist plays a marketing and sales role where they not only can help identify which events to go to, but they would also attend the event, perhaps submit a talk, or even run a workshop at the event. And finally, sales enablement. Sales enablement for product marketing can look like your standard sales enablement content, supporting sales with decks, one-pagers, competitive analysis. And then for the developer evangelist, they can be a technical resource on sales calls. They may not go as deep technically as a solutions engineer, but they play that sales marketing type role on the call, providing the technical support the salesperson needs, but still at a high level and selling the benefits of the product and so on. Now that we've seen where initiatives can overlap for product marketing and developer marketing, let's see some examples of where they're distinctly separate. The first one is personas. So as I mentioned before, audience is really important for both teams to fully understand, but persona here is the actual artifact of of that work. So whether there's slides or a document that explicitly articulates who those segments are and the messaging and the value props for each one, I think that does sit in PMM. And then go to market and launch planning, working with the product team, owning that whole process. That is still very clearly a product marketing role. Developer marketing can certainly contribute to the launch plan. They may have content that helps support a feature launch, but the planning and owning of all that is PMM. And strategic messaging, by this I'm talking about high-level messaging, positioning, value propositions for the product overall, the company, features, what goes on your homepage, on the website, that still sits with product marketing. And then for what sits clearly in developer marketing, one example is one-on-one evangelism. So by this, I mean building a relationship with the community on a one-on-one basis. So answering questions that developers have on Twitter, Stack Overflow, Slack channels, meetups, building a rapport on Reddit. That is something that is very clearly developer marketing. The next one is building examples. So by this, I mean creating maybe like an example app or something that shows off the product and features. This is something that the developer evangelists would do. They typically have a background in engineering, so they have that experience of how to build products. So this is something that clearly lives on their side. And finally, customer support. This is, for me, this goes beyond just a CS type of role. This is still like a marketing and sales type of role that they're doing. It's answering people's questions in intercom, again, maybe on Twitter, but providing people the technical support they need as they get started, as they're signing up, going through onboarding, and so on. So with all of the overlap in work, let's talk about next how product marketers and developer evangelists work together. So the general rule of thumb that I've seen in my experience is that a product marketer can work on things that are non-technical, while the developer evangelists focus on projects that are more technical. And that's not to say that a product marketer doesn't work on technical projects or can't write content or work on products that are technical. What I mean is coding. So developer will actually build an application, build that product integration, show code samples, and so on. So how do these two roles work together? Let's start with where they sit in the org. As we all know, product marketing can sit pretty much anywhere in the organization. It could be under product or under marketing, and like in my case, it could be under the DevX team. Developer evangelists tend to sit in their own developer team or platform teams. And either way, it requires there's a lot of collaboration between the two. Like I mentioned, you may work together in a go-to-market plan where you're both creating content that's equally valuable for a launch. It's just non-technical versus technical. Sometimes there may be projects that you own that they support, or vice versa. So ideally, there's an overlap in goals or a common goal that both teams are working towards. For us, we're not looking for just a sign up, but ideally we want developers to build something with our product and love the experience and then spread the word. So that's something that's reflected in our OKRs that both product marketing, developer marketing we all work towards together, and it helps us align our priorities and our initiatives and helps with the collaboration. So thank you for coming to my talk. If you want to learn more about developer marketing, here's some resources to get started. The content library at HeavyBit is really good. They are an incubator for companies with developer products. So they have content on how you message for those products, structure a company, structure an organization, and so on. The DevRel conference, that's more focused towards developer relations and gives a lot of insight into what that role is like to be a developer evangelist and their priorities. And finally, you can check out our blog. We write a lot of content for this audience, both technical and non-technical. We also wrote a blog post on redesigning our blog for a developer audience. So if you want to see what that's like, you can check it out. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn. Thanks.